The University of Northern Iowa, formerly known as the Iowa State Teachers College, is one of the premier teaching colleges in the nation. I sat down with J.D. Cryer to discuss our new teaching grant.
We at UNI have received a grant from the Iowa Department of Education to do a study based on an extended year-long student teaching option. And so it was a competitive grant between the schools in Iowa, and so they chose UNI to lead this project, and so it'll be a great opportunity for UNI to help the state. I think UNI was chosen for this pilot because of our strong teacher education program. We are the leaders in teacher ed in the state of Iowa. We've got a good, strong program all the way through. We currently have a very good student teaching program, and so what we can do with our local partners should be pretty significant. That we specifically looked at bringing Waterloo school districts as an urban school, Linn-Mar school district as a suburban school, and Hudson school district as a rural school, so that we have a wide range of schools that represent the state of Iowa. We've got a number of students, so we can have both control group that will be involved with the study to figure out the research components of this. So the numbers of students really helped us. And the other schools that it was put out as part of the grant would go to a public school, so one of the region schools, UNI, Iowa, or Iowa State, and then part of the grant would go to a private school. And so we were chosen over Iowa and Iowa State. In terms of who's participating, right now in Iowa it's a pilot program. Nobody's doing this right now, and so the state's looking at that. And so UNI will be representing the public schools, and Dordt College in Northwest Iowa will be representing the private schools. Nationwide, there are some schools that are involved in this. Arizona State University is a major player down in Phoenix, and so they've got different circumstances, a big metropolitan area, and so they have different possibilities that they can do that currently we wouldn't be able to do in Iowa. So our program will look different from some of the other ones there in South Dakota, Minnesota, and some other places. Well, we're hoping that students will look at this as a good opportunity for this pilot, at least, that it will be a great opportunity to extend their program. They're going to be in the school longer than they would during the student teaching, the traditional way it's set up. So the program is set up, they're not going to extend their program at all. There's no extra cost to doing it. It's a win-win for the students, that they will get a lot more experience in the classroom during the semester before they would traditionally student teach. So that experience, we'll find out if it's valuable or not. There is an incentive to do this, that along with the funding for the project, students that participate would receive a $2,500 scholarship to offset costs that they might lose in that fall semester. So hopefully that'll be a good incentive for students to get involved, along with being in the school the whole year long. Should be a neat component to building them as teachers. Well, I think it solidifies us as one of the strongest, or the strongest teacher ed program in the state. So hopefully they'll look at that. If they want to be a teacher, they know that they can come to UNI and get a very strong teaching degree education that will prepare them. Once we have this information, we'll be taking it to the state and presenting the information, and then they decide what they will do with it. That based upon what we find. It is a research study, so if it shows some strengths, we'll look at that as a faculty and make a decision if we want how we want that to play out at UNI. If there's no real findings, then we'll take that into consideration. But for students coming to UNI, I think it's a great illustration that we have a strong UNI teacher education program that will prepare them to be excellent teachers someday.
Be sure to tune in next time when I sit down with UNI's Dean of Education, Dwight Watson. For UNI TV, I'm Zach Wright.